so glad you guys are on this call. For those who don't know me, I have been a coach for 11 years. My best friend asked me to join her. I said no. Her husband had bought P90X. He looked amazing. They asked him to be founding coaches. And at the time, my husband was telling me I needed to get a job, and I did not want to get a job because I felt like this was like light at the end of the tunnel, right? My kids were going off to college. I mean, mine is going off to college now, so I'm a little spacey. But my little one was going to kindergarten at the time, and so I just didn't want to. I didn't want to have a job. I want to be able to be available for my kids, but I needed to have something that helped me be accountable to my fitness. I come from a long line of diabetes and obesity, and I needed something to help me. And I saw my best friend's husband's results, and I thought, okay, why not? Maybe this will get my husband off my back for getting a job, and I can work, enough to get my nails done and my hair colored. That would be awesome, and it'll help me be accountable to my own health and fitness, and that just made a lot of sense to me. So I started doing it. I loved it. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so much fun helping other people with their health and fitness. I mean, I never knew that could be so much fun. And so I started doing that, loving it, and thought maybe there's other moms like me who want something for themselves, still want to be available to their families, but want something for themselves that's a little bit different than wiping snotty noses and changing diapers and potty training. Amen? Yes. Okay, yes, because that's a huge blessing, but oh my gosh, that gets a little mundane, right? And so every day getting to help people is pretty incredible. So started doing the business, started seeing results. People started joining me. I started inviting my friends to join me. And so many butts to wipe. Yes. In your house. Yes. With all of your children, Ashley. So just started loving it. People started joining me. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is like a legitimate business. This is something that could be pretty amazing. And so started doing the business, started helping more and more people. And then my husband, I was like, okay, this is starting to work. Like, what do you want to do with your life? And he said he wants to work for a nonprofit. So we moved to Colorado so we could work for a nonprofit. And we decided to move back so we could be with family as my dad was dying. And I was able to be home and be with my kids, be with my dad when he was dying. Be available, put my kids in private school, buy them a swimming pool, like they always dreamed, just all those things that as a stay-at-home mom, I never could have done. I mean, we were on a very tight budget. And so anyway, y'all don't really care about my story. This is more about you and like, what the heck is coaching? Like you say, like, I see these sweaty selfies, these people posting sweaty selfies, but what do you actually do, right? So what we actually do is we help people with their health and fitness. So we find people that need our help. And, just like today I posted, hey, I need some help. I need to find a restaurant to take my family to that'd be really fun. And people are like, oh yeah, this is a great thing. It's just like that. It's offering your advice to people and helping them find the right fitness and nutrition program for them. And then we do online accountability for them, and we help them online. We also find other people like ourselves that want to help people with their fitness. And so it's just this, I help you, you help people, and then they help people, and so forth and so on. And that's what we do as coaches. We get to help people. We get to inspire people. There is a reason why we post those sweaty selfies, and it's to encourage people, to motivate people that they too can have a changed life. So anyway, that's what we do as coaches, and we are so excited for you guys to be here tonight. It is going to be a fantastic night. We're going to honor your time, and we want to keep this call to under 30 minutes. And so that is my part to kind of share with you guys a little bit who I am and kind of what we're doing here. And the cool thing about this with Beachbody is it gave me greater purpose. Yes, staying home with my kids was amazing, but I was able to expand my reach. I was able to help other people, and I was able to do things and dream again. I mean, I hadn't dreamed in so long, right? And so it was so cool to get to be able to dream again and then watch other people and help them dream again. Because of my courage, I was able to help others. And it was pretty darn cool. So anyway, that's what we do as coaches. We are accountable to our own fitness, we help others, and we pay it forward. So anyway, that's basically what I do. And I want to turn it over to my sweet friend, Ashley, and she's going to share a little bit more about what coaching is all about.
All right, I almost started talking with the mute on. Well, hey everybody. Like Stephanie said, there's a little chat box, and while we are sharing, there are 4 of us that are going to be sharing a little bit about ourselves, our stories, and then a little bit about what coaching is tonight. So we'd like to get to know you. So while I'm talking, feel free to just let us know, like, what is your story? Where are you? Because you're hearing from 4 of us, but there are so many different backgrounds and stories represented on this call. My name is Ash. I'm a mom of 5 and an ex-photographer. I've started and run multiple businesses in the past 14 years. I never worked for anybody else right out of college. I was like, I'm going to be an entrepreneur. This makes sense with my personality and my life goals. I've started 2 photography brands, a photo booth company that has franchises. I co-created a #1 selling beauty app that was featured on the Today Show. And then my last business venture, I lost $20,000 in another startup. I spent 2 years creating it. And then all of a sudden the website, the programmers, they sold their business and filed personal bankruptcy, and I was out that money. And so that last part happened the year that my husband and I adopted our 2 youngest sons. And our our youngest son that we adopted, he was our surprise baby, like a phone call. Can't find a family for this baby. Hey, why not you? And we're like, okay, God, sure, yes. But that all happened in 1 year. And our 2 youngest sons are 7 months apart. And so at that point, I was like so burnt out and bitter by all things business. And I just wanted to be mom. So we closed the doors and sold our businesses. We packed up our bags, moved from Southwest Florida to South Carolina, where there was more room to grow and to rest as a family. Okay, but with my personality, only 3 weeks after moving and being business free, I was bored and I felt stuck. I had seen our past babysitter, her name's Shay. She used to babysit my kids while I would go and shoot like 16-hour weddings on the weekend. I saw her posting about her physical transformation with these fitness and nutrition programs. And I felt like if it's working for Shay, it could work for me. Like, I know Shay, I know what her body has looked like. This is legit. Like, she's a different person, and I know that she wouldn't do anything scammy or unhealthy. So one night, it's like really late. I didn't call her. I'm, messaging. I'm like, just hook me up. Like, whatever you're doing, it's time. I don't even want to think about it anymore because I need to just do this. I was thin, all fat, but very thin. So she asked when I was going through the enrollment, getting set up, if I wanted to sign up as a coach so I could get a discount. And if I ever wanted friends to do it with me, I could make some commission. Now, I didn't even realize she was making commission off of me. I didn't feel weird about it. I just was help me. But I said, yeah, sure. Why not? That sounds good. Well, all of a sudden my wheels started turning. And so I came up with this quick game plan in my head. And I thought, if I could get together 2 to 3 friends virtually, all 9 every month, to do these accountability groups and go through a program with me, my goal was to make $75 a month. And I used that $75 to hire a maid to come once a month. I mean, is that really going to do anything with 5 kids and a dog? No, but to me, I would have one day of feeling like I kind of lived in a hotel. And that was good. It made so much sense. I stay accountable. I stay healthy. I don't give up after that normal 8 to 12 week period. And my house is clean. Yay, the best ever. But I guess that first month, was a pretty good plan, because in 1 month I started to see baby abs make their debut for the first time ever. And I made $900, not $75, because it was just fun, sharing my story. Well, it's 4 years later since I started as a coach, and it's kept me healthy. It's kept me in shape. It's given me the best friends, like the best people, because these are all healthy physically people, but I don't care about that. They're mentally and emotionally healthy and growing. It's helped me grow as a person so I can handle the stress that comes with parenting 5 kids. And what started as this $75 a month goal now pays my whole mortgage, all my bills, like pays for all of it. Like it's our main income. Now I hear people say 2 things a lot. One is they say to me, I don't know how you do it with 5 kids. And I'm like, if you're going to say that, you might as well buy me a coffee. That never happens. And then I also hear them say, oh, I couldn't coach. Like, I don't have any extra time. I am so busy. First of all, I'm thinking, well, I think you're telling the wrong person. But here's my answer to both of those very valid statements, because I get it, guys. Like, I get it. I totally get being insanely busy and thinking I can't do anything else. Here's what I'm going to say to those legit concerns and statements is life has its ebbs and its flows. This month, all 5 of my kids are going back to school. 2 of them are going to public school for the first time, and 3 of them I'm continuing to homeschool. Am I going to have like a record-breaking month in my business? I'm probably not, but the best chance I have amidst all this family chaos this month to do well and keep my business moving forward is to simply live with joy, to stay accountable to my goals, to not be one of those people that's hot and cold, to just keep moving forward and to live my story, my growth story as a person out loud. So it's not all about the hustle, right? Which is what people kind of think sometimes with business. With this business, I would say it's even, I don't know if I would say 50-50 about like the hard work and 50-50 about living your best life out loud. I don't know what the percentage is, but it's both of them are very important. You need to be really hardworking, very consistent, but you also need to be dedicated to being your best self, growing, and just sharing it like consistently. Like that's the best thing you can do. And basically you want to be a walking billboard. And if you're telling me that you don't have the time to take care of yourself and be this walking billboard, then what I'm going to say is that you have some major work to do in your life, regardless if you become a coach, because that is what I told myself over those first 10 years of being an entrepreneur, is that I do not have time. I have to work and I have to take care of my kids, and I do not have time. And I did not help my business. I did not help myself. And I did not help my kids with having that mentality. So no matter what you decide when you leave tonight, please figure out a way to keep yourself accountable to your health goals, because it's going to make your life so much better. Now, like I said, life has its seasons, and you just do your best through them all. When I started as a coach, 2 of my 5, the youngest 2, they were infants. Like, I just shared the story the other day. I was breastfeeding both of them, like 2 adopted babies, tandem breastfeeding, couldn't even hold my phone to like work or play on my phone. But ironically, I got a lot more computer time then during that season than I do now, because they took 2 naps a day. So I could work like 3 to 4 solid hours in the middle of the day, plus some at night. And now they're crazy, 4 and 5, and they've dropped their naps. They've gotten more wild. They eat more. And so now it looks a little different. It's a different season. And I grew my business really fast and like to a great income in that first 18 months because of those naps. Now I don't have that. And so I work my business in pockets of time. And sometimes it's setting a timer and it's like, all right, 15 minutes, go. And sometimes it's like saying, you know what? I'm going to get up at 5 a.m. and I'm going to work for 2-3 hours before my kids get up. And I'm going to get the hard stuff done. Sometimes it's just doing my best job, and at night doing a little bit then. But just because it isn't like a season of like sprinting, that's okay. And so for me, it's like I can watch Netflix, or I can build a business that long-term solves tons of financial problems. I can scroll Facebook and comment on my friend's stuff at night, or I can spend that time crafting a well-thought-out social media post that inspires people. I can talk to my mom on the phone, or I can work on the computer for an hour and then talk to my mom on the phone while I'm in the car later. Little tweaks like this can really create a long-term kick butt business, guys. And it doesn't happen overnight. But if you have a why and a destination and you create a map, like a journey to get there, then all it is after that is one foot after another. Sometimes you're going to walk, and sometimes you will be able to sprint. You just don't freak out during the walking seasons. You just like enjoy your life, but you keep one foot in front of the other. And if you keep on going, you will get there. These big dreams that we have, like 6-figure incomes, $1 million a year incomes, like Stephanie's there. She's making $1 million a year. I'm making a 6-figure income, one foot in front of the other. Does it really matter if it takes 5 years or 10 years or 3 years? But that's how you build a long-term legacy and financial freedom, ladies. And so with that, I am going to pass it over to, I believe, is it Erin? Are you going next?
Yeah, I'm going to snag one thing that I forgot to say because I was all excited because I saw all your beautiful faces. I'm like, oh, y'all are so cute. I want to talk real quick about what we do as coaches that is different. And first off, Ashley, I love that. I love what you just talked about, like as far as like pockets of time, like calling your mom on the phone instead of just calling her, like using your time wisely. Like we all have time waste in our day that we can work better. And I love that. Anyone can do this business. So sometimes people say like, what is a coach? So we are representatives of Beachbody, but we brand ourselves, right? So we are forming a relationship with Beachbody, but we are Stephanie Richardson. We are Ashley. We are Erin, and we brand ourselves, but we partner with Beachbody. The cool thing about partnering with Beachbody, other than doing like an Etsy store or opening a brick and mortar business, when you have a retail store, then you only earn off every sale, right? So you have to continue to find customers, and you only make money from that one sale. Now, the cool thing about having a business that has residual income, so residual income would be like a grocery store where people need milk every week, right? So you have some things that people need every week, right? So you have residual income. Beachbody, we have residual income because of Shakeology and all of our products. People love them so much, they want them every month. So they're on home direct or auto ship, and so that is something that's really cool. So we earn money from retail sales. We earn money from residual sales. But the cool thing is, remember how I talked about I do a little bit and so-and-so does a little bit and it goes like this? That is called team bonuses. And we earn however good we all do together. We work together. Together, everyone accomplishes more. So I just wanted to go into that a little bit because a lot of people are like, well, I think I'm just going to be a collaborator. Oh, I think I'm just going to start an Etsy store. And this is why I believe Beachbody is a way better alternative. You're spending just as much time, if not less, than if you were having an Etsy store or being a collaborator. And so anyway, I just wanted to share that real quick. So now I'm going to introduce Erin Young, my good friend. Okay, sorry, go.
Thank you, Steph. Well, I love that Stephanie has like a DJ mic tonight. Like, is that what's going on up in there tonight? Because that looks so cool. Okay, like seriously, I need to get one of those ASAP, okay? And she's got like her sorority pearls on. Like you guys, we are all so different. I have to tell you that. I mean, she's all excited about sending her son to Baylor, so she's got like her Baylor pearls on or something.
I don't have my bow on. When I went to Baylor, we had like big old bows. They were called Baylor bow heads, and like they were giant. But I don't have that on, so I just have the bling on tonight.
You know, and what is so cool, you guys? I know, I'm dying too. You guys are like, well, what is that in front of her? So I had to say something. Okay. So Stephanie and I are not on the same team. Ashley and I are not on the same team, you guys. And we've met because of this business. And I'll tell you who I am and all that, but it's just one of those things where it pops in your head and you got to say it or you'll forget it. And that's what's so cool. Like, I've met some incredible, successful, positive, amazing women on this journey that I never would have met in the teacher's workroom at the high school that I was working at for 14 years, you know, and that's what is so cool. And it's one of the things I'm going to talk about tonight. But like, I just hope you understand that, like, we're not in competition with each other. We are seriously here to like help support and love on and collaborate with other coaches. And we love to do that because the more people we help on this journey, the closer that we get as a company to ending the trend of obesity in this world. And so why would we not lock arms with as many people as we can to share a solution that truly changes lives? And like, I hope you hear that, because that is our heart. Okay. Like, yes, we've all built successful businesses. Yes, you've been invited here by someone who's building a business. But at the core of that is a person, is a woman, is a man. At the end of the day, all they want is what is best for you. And that's helping you get in the best shape of your life. That's helping you like live a life of financial freedom, paying off credit card debt if that's what you need, paying for dance lessons for your daughter if that's what you need, helping your mom, right? Get off cholesterol medication, whatever you want, whatever you need. That's what we're here to help you with. And this business has given us so much in our lives because we started helping people. And it's just been the most amazing ripple effect of our life. So I am Erin Young, and I am from a suburb of Indianapolis, Indiana called Noblesville. I'm from a super small town in southern Indiana where I graduated with like 132 people in my graduating class. Like at graduation, everybody knew everything about each other. And so a small town girl, okay, who basically went to a big college and decided to be a teacher when she grew up. And I decided to be a teacher when I grew up because I knew I wanted to help people. And that's just like the best choice I could make. But it still wasn't exactly what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. And I knew that, but I didn't know what was missing. So on my journey as a teacher, I grew up, right? I had babies, I got married, all these things, okay? Then I also gained the weight with the babies. And I also lost myself as a result. And I was just giving to everybody. I was just like completely depleted. And I saw my friend from high school posting her pictures on social media, and she looked happy and she was losing the baby weight and she was like making some extra money. But I was like, okay, what the heck, and she kept reaching out to me. Long story short, I said no forever, finally said yes. And I found a solution that finally worked for me. And I fell in love with Beachbody products and programs. And I fell in love with being in a challenge group with an accountability group. I was surrounded by women and men and people who were like making themselves better and who were positive and who cared if I showed up. And I had not felt that way in a really long time in my life. And for one of the first times in a long time, I felt like I fit in somewhere. I always had friends everywhere I went, but I just still felt like something was missing. And like I couldn't be completely and totally myself. I couldn't be completely and totally honest with my struggles and what was going on in my life. But there I could. And that's where I got results. And that's where I grew into me and a new version of me. And that was really powerful. And it was one of those moments where I couldn't not share something that worked for a busy, full-time working mom of two who was completely depleted and falling into a black hole, and who was lifted out of that black hole and given a new life again. And that was something that was a moment that I believe in what we do so much that it is now my full-time career. And so right now, you guys, like I'm in my 4th year of being a full-time Beachbody coach because I took this opportunity and said and believed to my core that if somebody does a Beachbody program, and if someone drinks Shakeology, and if someone's part of a challenge group, and if someone's part of a team, that their life will be forever changed. And I took that belief that I have in my heart and I shared it with the people in front of me, from my small town, from my college, from my grad school years, from my community now and my neighbors. And I said, you all got to do this, from the high school that I worked in. And slowly and surely people started joining me, and I built a business, right? I built a business by serving others and helping others and believing in others as I was still on the journey, and I still am on today. I live my best life by being on the journey, by drinking margaritas and wine and drinking Shakeology and being me, right? And completing programs and giving myself time each day by doing a workout. And I share that with other people and have built a business where I was able to retire from a teaching career at 36 because I chose to work hard, okay? Because I saw the possibilities and said, why not me too? Okay. And so I was able to more than replace a teaching career and be able to stay at home because the ultimate goal for me was to be a present mom for my children. I had never been a stay-at-home mom, and I didn't necessarily want to be a stay-at-home mom. I wanted to be a working mom with purpose, and I wanted to have my own thing, and I wanted to have my finger on something that was going to make an impact in the world, but allow me the freedoms of a stay-at-home mom, and that's exactly what this does for me. And so that's what's really cool about what I get to do. And so what I did was start a side hustle while working full time. So I was showing up and teaching from 7:30 in the morning until 3:30 and being a mom and all those crafts and finding the moments to be a coach and finding the moments to share my story and to get my workouts in and drink my Shakeology and to be able to pay it forward to other people. And so the side hustle for me in the beginning was being able to pay for a car payment, right? I was able to pay for a Honda Civic car payment. And that was really awesome to take that load off of our family, right? And then it was like, babe, let's go out to dinner together. It's on me. And then it was like, okay, I got the back to school shopping. I got that. And then it was like, I got Christmas this year. I can do that for us. And then it was like, I'm flying us to Florida for spring break. And then it was like more and more. Yes, Avery, you can go to dance. You can take dance lessons because I was told I couldn't when I was little because my family did not have that. And then it was like, sure, Tyler, you can have a new jersey or a new pair of tennis shoes, right? The little things that mean a little bit to our children. And so I was able to give my family some cool experiences and moments, time, love, energy, spoil them a little bit with my side hustle. And I was able to alleviate a little stress from our family. We were never paycheck to paycheck, but we didn't have extra. Right? We didn't have extra. I didn't have money to get my nails done. Okay. Like that was or get nice jeans, right? Like I just needed to be able to do things for myself that I didn't feel like I was taking money away from my children or my family. And I was able to give myself some extras. I was able to provide the family for extras because I said, you know what? In those cracks of time, in those moments of time that Ashley talked about, I can do something with that time. I don't have to watch Hoarders with David at night on A&E, right? I can use that time way more productively to make an impact in the lives of others, which will then help my family in return. And so that's what's really cool is that we can, I kind of think that we all need a side hustle. I really do believe that because I think that a lot of us have a 9 to 5, right? A lot of us have a 9 to 5 that helps us live, right? But what we're lacking is the 5 to 9 that gives us life. And my 5 to 9 gave me life and gave me a greater purpose and gave me a reason to wake up every morning with passion and just to be so excited that somebody cared if I showed up, and that's what Beachbody has given me. And it's given me Stephanie, and it's given me Ashley, it's given me Erica, it's given me so many of you that I see on this call tonight. It's given me an opportunity to open my arms and meet amazing people. And our team and our tribe and this company is like legit, okay? Like best people I've ever met in my life. In my world of teaching, everybody meant well, but there was a lot of negativity. There was a lot of competition. There was a lot of people not there to support you. But what I found in Beachbody was a lot of people that cheered you on every step of the way, and I couldn't believe it existed. And so I've met the best friends of my life. Like I'm 39 years old and I'm still meeting my best friends every day. I can't imagine life without Stephanie. I can't imagine life without Ashley. I can't imagine life without Erica. We've all just met in the last 5, 4, 3, 2 years, right? I mean, it's crazy to think about that. I'm still meeting my best friends and the people who make me an amazing person. So yes, it's an opportunity to earn an income and to be able to do amazing things for your family and to be able to make dreams come true that you may have said those are someday kind of goals. But it's also a way to give yourself that purpose that Stephanie talked about. And it's a way to give yourself life in a side hustle that you can work outside in those cracks of time that you really do have for yourself. So I could go on all night long, but I'm going to pass it over to Erica. You guys, Erica's like one of my best friends ever, and I'm so glad that you're going to get to hear from her because she's going to just rock your socks off. Okay. So thank you guys so much for being here tonight.
Thank you so much. And you guys, I am so excited to share with you. And before I say anything, I just want to say thank you so much for being here, for taking time out of your very busy life to show up for yourself and to learn and to say like, what if? And so I'm just so incredibly excited. I'm sure if you guys have been seeing my little block or my little screen, you've seen me like relocate like 4 or 5 times. I'm trying to run away from my children. That's what is happening here. Like I'm literally like trying to hide. I tried my closet. It didn't work out. The lighting didn't work. So anyway, here I am in my room that's like ugly, green, yellow, whatever. Anyway, hi, you guys. I'm so happy to be here. I want to tell you a little bit about how I started with Beachbody and how it has absolutely changed the trajectory of my life and been the absolute greatest blessing. So it's so funny because 5.5 years ago, before I knew anything about Beachbody, I was a very busy teacher. And right now, as it's back to school time, I can totally like relate to that anxiety and that, like angst that like teachers feel because, it's like such a monumental job. But I was very busy, very overworked, very underappreciated, underpaid by a landslide. And I was really just working for the weekends, working for 5 o'clock. But when 5 o'clock came, I was exhausted. And there was just like pieces of my life were just not right. And I was on autopilot. And I honestly didn't feel like I was like missing something. But when I found this, I was like, this is it. And so enter in my beautiful bestie, Erin Young. She was a teacher colleague of mine, and she was in love with her Beachbody journey. And she has started drinking the shake and like working out in her classroom. And she invited me. And I said, it's working for her. So why not? Like I need to get myself together. I need to find something for myself, and I need to feel better about myself. I was getting a headache every day at like a certain time, noon every day. And it was just, I was not well. And so I remember, doing my first challenge group, and it changed my life to be surrounded by positive women who were making changes. Like Ash said, having this like growth mindset of like, oh, I don't feel like I want to feel. Well, why don't I do something about it? Or, oh, I'm not confident about myself. Like, why don't I do something about it? Like having that growth mindset absolutely like changed everything for me. And even still at that time, I didn't see Beachbody as like my way out. I saw it as like my little thing I did for myself. But then I was starting to see little peaks of opportunity. And I remember thinking like, oh my gosh, this is like a thing. This is like a job. People like do this, and like, this is a source of income. And, this isn't just something that people choose to do for themselves, although that's admirable, but this is truly like a thing. Right. And I just remember thinking like, what if this is my way out? Like, what if this is my chance to not be a teacher, but to do something that I'm so passionate about and to be a part of something that's bigger than myself and bigger than my classroom, that actually gave me more time with my kids, that actually gave me this joy piece that I was so desperately missing. And so I started to coach. And I really just started mom, sister, friends, like friends and family. And I just, one by one, like Ash said, step by step, I just started sharing this from, my heart. And eventually over time, I was able to retire from teaching, you guys, all on a side hustle, all in my 5 to 9, all just because I said yes to this opportunity because it felt really, really good on my heart. And I was able to retire from teaching, and now I am able to lead this amazing team of soul sisters who are out there every day just helping people and sharing this blessing and just, being advocates for health and wholeness and fitness and wellness. And it's been the greatest work of my life. And so you know, what I have gotten out of Beachbody is so much more than just an income opportunity. It's so much more than just fitness or Shakeology or, you know, friendships. It's everything, you guys. It's totally given me, like, you know, Stephanie said, like, my purpose. It's given me this like passion project. And the thing that's so amazing that I hope you're seeing here is that this can be however big you want it to be. And I saw Lauren was putting in the chat section too, you know, her first month she made $800, which is big money, you guys. That's like life-changing money, right? I mean, maybe you're thinking to yourself, girl, I would be so grateful for $50 or $100. Like, absolutely. Every little bit adds up. But then when you start to recognize, like, this is actually like a real thing, and you can put your heart and soul into it and your intention into it, like, anything is possible. And so I really want you guys to understand that, like, maybe you're looking at us and you're like, I could never be like her, or I could never do this full time, or whatever. Like, that's totally fine too. Like, this can be your side thing. This can be what you have for yourself that keeps you accountable and helps you get the best results. It can be that thing that is like your thing that you love to share, like your most favorite thing that you can't stop talking about, right? It can be that too. I mean, this can be a discount. It can be income earning. It can be commission. It can be your best friends. It could be sisterhood, community. You guys, this can be all of these things and more. And so I want to share with you guys kind of the 3 different types of coaches. And the thing that's really cool is I've been each one of these types of coaches. When I first signed up as a coach, I really honestly just was wanting to take advantage of the discount. I love Shakeology. I loved what it was doing for me. And I wanted to do everything I could to keep drinking Shakeology. And on a teacher's salary, like, I needed every single dollar mattered. So I was like, I'm going to take advantage of this discount. And so that's what we call a team member or a coach member. And at that level, you love your discount. You love Shakeology. You love Beachbody products. And you're like, I'm always going to be like, you know, loving this. And so I might as well get them for the cheapest cost, right? But you get to be a part of our team. You get the amazing accountability that comes with being a part of our team. And you get in the best shape of your life, getting the best results. Awesome. It's awesome to be a team member. The second level, however, is really awesome too. It's the hobby coach. It's what you do as your side hustle. It might be a complementary to what you do full time. It might be that thing that you do when you have a little bit more time on your hands. You make some money, maybe make your Shakeology, or maybe you make $100 a week. $500 a month, whatever the case may be, but you use that money maybe towards Christmas gifts, birthday parties, dance lessons, okay, all the extras, getting your hair done, your nails, and all the fun stuff, right? Paying down debt, student loans, that sort of thing. But it's your hobby, it's your supplemental income, it's your extra. Or it can be a business building endeavor. And you could say today, like, this is what I want to be when I grow up, right? This is what I want to have as my full-time income. All right. And what you're hearing from us is perhaps we didn't make that full-time income month 1. Yeah, we did make some great income month 1, but my first year as a coach, I made $8,000. Which, I mean, $8,000 is a lot of freaking money to just be like doing something as a hobby, right? Like, that's great hobby money. My first year I made $8,000. My second year I made $16,000. So I doubled my income. And then the third year I matched my teacher's salary and made in the upwards of 6 figures that year. Close to 6 figures. And that was, again, as a side hustle, as a supplemental income, as something that I was doing as a hobby / with the desires of going full time. And that happened year 3. So it didn't happen just blink of a switch overnight, but over time, with hard work and with intention, my side hustle became my full-time hustle. And so this very much can be that glimmer of hope in your life. This can be that sign, that thing you've been praying for, that opportunity that you've been saying, show me the way. You know, Lord, show me what my next step should be. And here comes this opportunity. Here comes your coach who invited you here saying like, hey girl, would you like to hear more about this? My team is sharing this. Like, hello. Like, this is absolutely that glimmer of hope. And we want you to see that. This gives you that chance to take care of yourself. But as you're taking care of yourself, you're sharing your journey with other people. And then you are this spark that has lit this wildfire of health and happiness and wholeness. You guys, it's not about the money, but the money is amazing. It's an amazing, amazing aspect of it. And it is there. Success in this business is measured by the number of hearts you touch. It's measured by the number of lives that you positively impact. And that is the work that we get to do. It is absolutely It's work that every single person on this call can be a part of. We want you guys to be a part of this team because we believe in it with our whole hearts. 5 years from now, 10 years from now, when we're old ladies, we are going to be sitting arm in arm, talking Beachbody, talking how can we help people, like let's get our workout, like let's live our best life, okay? Because absolutely that's what this is about, you guys. And we really hope that through our stories and through what we've shared with you tonight, you can kind of see yourself here and you can say like, you know what? Something she said hit me right here. And that's the thing. That is the thing. And I see Ashley down here mentioning the free trips and the incentives and, the workouts and meeting the celebrity trainers and, getting these amazing experiences. We've gone to Mexico, to Punta Cana. We've gone on cruises. We're about to go on a cruise in April. And those are all things you can earn just by helping 3 people a month get signed up. Okay. Like it's ridiculous, guys. So we are just so grateful you're here. And we want you to just take a second to stop, right? You've heard a lot of our stories. You've heard a lot of heart and hopefully, like I said, you're seeing a little glimmer of opportunity here. And you're saying to yourself, like Erin said, why not me? Why not me? Why not take this growth journey for myself and see this could be it? But you will never know unless you step one foot after the other, one foot after the other, okay? We're just really, really honored that you're here and that you are considering this because you guys, I think we're too old and we've come way too far in our lives to be presented with opportunities like this and to just say, I'm good. Like you owe it to yourself that if something is tugging at your heart, that you go after it. Okay. You seek it, you search it, you explore it, you see why is it speaking to you? And the only way you're going to know is if you take that step. All right. So here is your call to action. This is what we want you to consider. 2 options here. And we want you to reach out to the coach who invited you here. And we want you to either tell them that you're a 1 or you're a 2. And a number 1 is somebody who's ready to go all in. Like I'm inspired. I'm moved to action. Like I'm ready to go on this growth journey for myself, but I'm also so excited to share this with other people. That is a number 1. I'm ready. Let's do it. All right. A number 2 is, I really want to go on this growth journey. I'm excited to be a part of one of your fitness support groups. I'm excited to work on myself, to improve myself, to allow myself to grow and to be changed and to be healthier and happier. All right. So that's a number 2. So I'd really like for you to reach out to the coach who invited you here and let them know, are you a 1 or are you a 2? Okay. So with that, my friends, if you have any questions, I want to check out the chat section, but that is what we have for you tonight. We really just want you to know that we're here for you. And we started out just like you on a call like this, having a conversation like this with someone that we, had this idea that maybe, perhaps just maybe, this might be my thing. And guess what? We took a step. And here we are living our very, very best life. Okay. So we're just full of gratitude and just so excited you were able to tune in tonight. So love you. Have a wonderful evening. And please, please, please reach out to the coach who invited you here and let them know, are you a 1 or a 2? Okay. All right, girls. So good to see you all. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you.